Welcome back to Big Bull Technology. This video is for the Year 7s. Year 7s of my class, Miss Forsyth's class and Mr. O'Doherty. You guys are doing the Briefhaus. There it is right there. You are doing the Briefhaus. The next few video series will be all for you guys. We'll be learning how to mark out, how to cut, sand, design, put together every part of your Briefhaus. But this video today is how to go from one large piece into a smaller piece and how to mark that out. So watch this video a couple of times and let's get going. So you've been given your front and back piece all in one piece. I'm going to show you how to mark that out and I'm going to show you how to cut that. So what you will need is you'll need your front and back piece. You will also need this thing here, which is called a bench hook. You're going to need one of those. You're going to need a 600mm rule, so not a 300 but a 600. You're going to need a tri-square, and the last thing you're going to need is a nice sharp pencil, so your lines are nice and crisp. Let's go. Alright, so I've got my front and back piece here, and I need to start marking this out so I can start setting out all my bits and pieces and all my shapes and patterns that I've decided to use. Now I've got my 600mm rule. Now your marking out is really important. You need a nice sharp pencil and you need to mark it out to the millimetre. It's really important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit my rule right on the end here. I'm going to use it flush and I'm going to measure 190mm. Now I've measured 190mm there and I've just put a very small line just there. After that 190mm, I'm going to measure 5mm. Just like that. So there's 5mm just there. And then from that second line, I'm going to measure another 190mm. So I've got 190, then 5mm, and 190. Once I've done that, I'm going to use what's called a tri-square. Now a tri-square is 90 degrees in there, it is square. And what I want to do is I'm going to put it on this lower end over here, and I need that line, those small lines, 1, 2 and 3, and I need to make lines all the way down. So what I'm going to do is a little bit of a trick here. Instead of trying to line it up with your eye, get your pencil, put it on the line, and then just push your tri-square up against it. Now with that, you need to make sure that it's nice and flush over here. It's not sitting like this or like that. There's no gap in there whatsoever. So putting my pencil on the line, like that, and there's no gap along there. I'm then going to put a nice, clean, sharp line all the way down. I need to do that to the next two lines. And now I've got my front piece and my back piece. So I'm just going to put an F on that one and a B on that one. Now I'm only going to write on there very lightly so it's easier for me to get off later. Now what you've got down the middle down here is what's called a cutting channel. A cutting channel. Now when I go to cut, I need to cut down the middle, down there. Now I'm not cutting near any of those lines. I'm going to try and cut down in between them because then I can sand to the lines in a minute on one of the saws. So that's how you need to mark out. I want you to watch this video 1, 2 or 3 times. Have it on your bench when you're marking this out and you can follow those instructions very simply. So there we go. I've marked out, I've done everything I need to do. I've used a nice sharp pencil and I've got all my measurements perfect. I've double checked. I've done them and then I've checked them to make sure I haven't stuffed up because I don't want to have to do this all again. So watch this video a couple of times, get to know it until you're really confident and then start marking out. Now the next video will be showing you how to go from this to those two pieces there. So look forward to seeing you next time. So there we go. I've